Hello, welcome to Top Life TV show. This is a program which is aimed at equipping you to make the best out of life, to get to the topmost position in your endeavors and in your dreams. This very moment, we are going to discuss another secret that will help you to get to the top. And today, we are going to look at some few passages in the Bible, and I've taken my story from the book of Esther, chapter 2. We'll quickly go to the book of Esther, chapter 2, where we'll look at an orphan named Esther who became the queen of a foreign land. And this story is found in the book of Esther, chapter 2. So we'll quickly go there and look at this story. Esther chapter 2, verse 1. And I read. After these things, when the wrath of King Ahasuerus subsided, he remembered Vashti, what she has done and what had been decreed against her. Verse 2. Then the king's servants who attended him said, "Let beautiful young virgins be sought for the king, and let the king appoint officers in all the provinces of his kingdom, that they may gather all the beautiful young virgins to Shushan, the citadel, into the women's quarters, under the custody of Haggai, the king's eunuch, custodian of the women, and let beauty preparations be given them. Then the young woman who pleases the king be queen instead of Vashti." This thing pleased the king, and he did so. In Shushan, the citadel, there was a certain Jew whose name was Mordecai, the son of Jair, the son of Shimei, the son of Kish, a Benjamin. Kish had been carried away from Jerusalem with the captives who had been captured with Jeconiah, king of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, had carried away. And Mordecai had brought up Hadassah, that is Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father or mother. The young woman was lovely and beautiful. When her father and mother died, Mordecai took her as his own daughter. So it was, when the king's command and decree were heard, and when many young women were gathered at Shushan the citadel under the custody of Haggai, that Esther also was taken to the king's palace, into the care of Haggai, the custodian of the women. Now, the young woman pleased him, and she obtained his favor, so he readily gave beauty preparations for her, besides her allowance. Then 7 choice maid servants were provided for her from the king's palace, and he moved her and her maid servants to the best place in the house of the woman. Then Esther had not revealed her people or family, for Mordecai had charged her not to reveal it. And every day Mordecai paced in front of the court of the women's quarters to learn of Esther's welfare and what was happening to her. Each young woman's turn came to go to the King Ahasuerus after she had completed 12 months preparation according to the regulations for the women. For thus were the days of their preparations, apportioned 6 months with oil of myrrh and 6 months with perfumes and preparations for beautifying women. Thus prepared, each young woman went to the king, and she was given whatever she desired to take with her from the women's quarters to the king's palace. In the evening she went, and in the morning she returned to the second house of the woman to the custody of Shagaz, the king's eunuch who kept the concubines. She would not go in to the king again unless the king delighted in her or called her by name. Now when the turn came for Esther, the daughter of Abihail, the uncle of Mordecai, who had taken her as his daughter to go in to the king, she requested nothing but what Haggai, the king's eunuch, the custodian of the woman, had advised. And Esther obtained favor in the sight of all who saw her. So Esther was taken to King Ahasuerus into his royal palace in the 10th month, which is the month of Tebeth, in the 7th year of his reign. The king loved Esther more than all the other women, and she obtained grace and favor in his sight more than all the virgins. So he set the royal crown upon her head, and she made her queen instead of Vashti. Then the king made a great feast, a feast of Esther for all his officials and servants, and he proclaimed a holiday in the provinces and gave gifts according to the generosity of the king. We've read the book of Esther chapter 2, and we've read the first 18 verses of chapter 2. Now we are going to look at these 18 verses very carefully, and I have entitled this message The Secret. The Secret. Maybe you have a secret. So many people have secrets, and maybe you have one, but what is your secret? Is your secret something that is so evil, something that is so bad that you don't want anybody to hear, or you don't want anybody to know? There are people who are keeping secret because these secrets will end up destroying them. Therefore, as individuals, we have secrets, and these are secrets we don't want anybody to know, because it will bring disgrace unto us, because it will bring shame unto us. So there are secrets that destroy. Now, as much as individuals have secrets, it's the same way organizations also have secrets. But the secrets that organizations have do not destroy them. These are called trade secrets. These are secrets that make them very, very competitive. These are secrets they don't want anybody to know. That is a secret that makes whatever they are doing, whatever they are producing, and whatever service that they are running, a difference between what somebody else is doing and what they are doing. And this very discussion aims to focus on secrets that gives you competitive advantage. A secret that creates a difference between you and your competitor. And Esther had this secret, and we are going to look at this secret very, very carefully. Now, the Bible makes us aware that Esther was an orphan. And if Esther is an orphan, then it means that Esther was parentless. An orphan is a person who has no mother and who has no father. And Esther was such a person. Now, the caretaker of Esther was Mordecai, who was Esther's cousin. Okay, so Mordecai took care of Esther when the parents actually passed away. Now, the Bible used orphans to depict relationships between a caretaker or a father and a child which is not biological. So when Mordecai was taking care of Esther, Esther was not the biological daughter of Mordecai, or Mordecai was not the biological father of Esther. And we have these stories throughout the Bible. So a relationship between an orphan and his or her caretaker is used in the Bible to depict a relationship that is not biological but spiritual. We are going to look at one of these in the book, the same book of Genesis. We are going to look at one of these in Genesis. In Genesis chapter 11, verse 27. Genesis chapter 11, verse 27. Now the Bible shows us another story about an orphan called Lot, and we are going to read that shortly. In the book of Genesis chapter 11, verse 27, and I'm reading from the New King James Bible, the Bible said this is the genealogy of Terah. Terah begat Abraham, Nahor, and Haran. Haran begat Lot, and Haran died before his father Terah in his native land, in Ur of the Chaldeans. Then Abraham and Nahor took wives. The name of Abraham's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Ishka. But Sarai was barren. She had no child. And Terah took his son Abraham and his grandson Lot, the son of Haran, his daughter-in-law Sarah, his son Abraham's wife, and they went out with them from Ur of the Chaldeans to go to the land of Canaan. And they came to Haran and dwelt there. So the days of Terah were 205, and Terah died in Haran. Okay, so when you look at this verse, we look at Lot, whose parents also passed away. And the Bible makes us aware that when the parents of Lot passed away, it was Abraham who took care of Lot. Now God has actually instructed Abraham to leave the land, their native land, which was the Ur of the Chaldeans, and Terah, who was Abraham's father, left his native land to the land which God has actually instructed them to go. So Terah, together with his son Abraham and Lot, left the land of Ur to the land of Canaan, and Terah died over there. Now we are going to look at Lot and Esther carefully. Now Lot was an orphan, but Lot was the child of Abraham's brother. Lot was a child of Abraham's brother. Now the Bible makes us aware that Terah gave birth to 3 children: Abraham, Nahor, and Haran. And Haran actually died and left his son Lot. So Lot was the son of Abraham's brother. Now, what does this particular story teaches us? So we know that Lot was the fruit of a person known as Haran. Okay, so Lot actually depicts the fruit of pears. Now Lot was the son of Haran, and Haran was the brother of Abraham. So it was Abraham who took care of Lot after the father had died. And so Lot is a fruit that depicts the fruit of pears. Now Abraham and Lot were brothers. Now when you compare Lot to Esther, now Esther was the daughter of Mordecai's father's brother. Okay, so now the Bible says that Esther was the daughter of Mordecai's uncle. Now your uncle is your father or your mother's sibling. Your uncle is your father or your mother's sibling. Okay, so now we are looking at 2 situations over here. Now Esther was the fruit of fathers, because Esther was the daughter of Mordecai's father's brother, whilst Lot was the fruit or the son of Abraham's brother. Now we realize that when we look at this story carefully, I mean, whilst we continue to read the book of Genesis, you realize that Lot was somebody who did not succeed. After Lot has gone to Egypt together with his brother Abraham, and they came back, there was confusion between Abraham and Lot, and they had to separate. And when they separated, Lot lost everything. Now, but when you look at Esther,